she was like, what do you think about Hardline? I was like, oh, I'm coming to watch Hardline. And she was like, what do you think about riding? And I actually said no.
Wow. So we'll start with the Welsh event. You weren't initially on the invite list for that, right? Which seems kind of crazy, but you were like a last minute stand-in for Casey, I think.
Yeah, so unfortunately Casey, I'm sure she got a bit injured, so I think it was concussion, and I got the last minute call up to go to Wales, which I'm super grateful for. It was actually just after Val di Sole World Cup. Tahnée got on the phone and I was heading to Mega Avalanche. So we just done a big block of racing, and then went to Mega Avalanche with Nuke Proof, and she was like, what do you think about Hardline? I was like, oh, I'm coming to watch Hardline. Like, I've always wanted to come see it in person and just see how gnarly it actually is. And she was like, what do you think about riding? And I actually said no. So I was like, I just didn't want to take someone's space that was had been looking forward to doing the event and knew that they were going to like tick off some features. And I feel like there's so many talented women at the minute and really pushing themselves. And I felt like I had been focusing on World Cups for last season, and I just didn't want to take someone else's opportunity away. But Tahnée managed to convince me that she tried to get someone to fill Casey's space, but she wasn't having much luck. It was super last minute, so I would be flying out in I think it was like within a week, if I was going to commit to doing the women's practice, which was 2 days earlier. And I'm really glad she persevered with me and basically convinced me that it was fine if I didn't ride anything. I could just come and we would all work it out together. So shout out to Tahnée for believing in me more than I believed in myself.
Fair play. Yeah, that's incredible. That's awesome to hear. So what was it like then arriving on site at the Welsh event? I've been once and seen it in person, and it's it's an intimidating hill full stop just to ride down like any kind of track on it. It's pretty full on, like grim Welsh rough mountain. And then you see that track and it's incredible in the flesh. Like, it's gnarly top to bottom, eh?
Yeah, I would recommend if anyone hasn't seen it just to go and have a look, because in person it's just mind-blowing how big the features are. And like you said, it's really beautiful in Wales, but it feels like you're on the edge of the world, like when you're standing up on the track. And it didn't help it didn't help that we had like some pretty crazy weather. So yeah, the whole week was a really cool experience when we turned up, because I had no expectations. I didn't plan to be there to ride my bike. It felt really freeing almost. Like, we went, there was a group of us. I knew some of the girls before from Formation, which is like a female free ride event in Utah. And so I felt pretty comfortable around them. They're all legends. One of the girls as well, Vinny, she's like a Queenstown local, so I spent heaps of times with her. And and then Tahnée, I got to know Tahnée properly, which was epic too. We just kind of went up for a bit of a track walk, and I was mind blown at how big everything is. I knew it was going to be hard, but then it was just pouring rain, super windy. There was all these people, like everyone was freezing cold, and just trying to get down the track, even walking was pretty hard. And I've got to say, like, I'll never forget our first ride up in the shuttle bus when we were actually going with our bikes. There was I remember me, Jess and Tahnée trying to like joke around, because we're in the back of this it was like 4x4, and then the bikes were on a trailer, and we were going up this hillside, and all of us were like, it felt like we were going to war or something. It was like a really like weird mood where we were trying to joke around and be funny, but anytime the conversation stopped, it felt like we were all just so scared. So we committed to, once we got our bikes off the trailer, then we knew we were going to go ride some pretty intimidating stuff.